everyone, I'm Sean Farrell, and welcome to This Month at the Library. It's August, which means that summer is only a few weeks away from coming to a close. It also means that there's still lots to look forward to in Avalon all month long, so let's get to it. First, at the library and the History Center. The Thursdays at Surfside concert series continues with 5 great bands for you to enjoy each Thursday in August at Surfside Park starting at 7 p.m. First, on the 1st, is Well All Right, a Rolling Stones tribute. Then on the 8th is Stevie Mac, a Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks experience. On the 15th, it's the Yacht Rock Gold experience. On the 22nd, we have Yellow Brick Road, a tribute to Elton John. And on the 29th, it's Southern Steel, Classic Skynyrd Live. The August take-home adult craft is a paint-by-numbers sea turtle kit. To reserve a kit for yourself, registration is required. Avalon property owners can sign up on August 1st, all others beginning on August 8th by calling 609-967-7155 or stopping by the library. The kits themselves will be available to pick up beginning on August 15th. On Saturday, August 3rd, the History Center has a lecture by Jerry McNeff about the leadership skills and surprising quirks of our nation's first president, George Washington. This presentation takes place in the 39th Street Tennis Building and begins at 1 p.m. Also on the 3rd, the library will feature a performance by the Mid-Atlantic Men. Divided by an ocean but united by their voices, the Mid-Atlantic Men bring together the best hits from the UK and the USA. With their tight harmonies and soaring vocals, these 3 talents of stage and screen finally settle the score. Who does it better? Featuring music from Elvis to Elton and Adele to Aerosmith, the competition heats up with pond-hopping hits and mashups. The Mid-Atlantic Men will electrify you with the united voices of the red, white, and blue. The show begins at 7 p.m. at the library. Representatives from the Rutgers Cooperative Extension will be at the library on Wednesday, August 7th at 3 p.m. to present an introduction to canning and food preservation. Registration is required and can be done by visiting the library or calling 609-967-7155. On Saturday, August 10th at 1 p.m. in the 39th Street Tennis Building, author William Lewis will present his latest book, South Jersey Legends and Lore. Lewis is a lifetime resident of the Pine Barrens and has written a pair of books about the region while also sharing his piney adventures on social media under the name Piney Tribe. The Bay Atlantic Symphony returns to Surfside Park on the 10th at 7:30 p.m. to present Tangos, Temptation, and Theater, Latin Rhythms of the Americas, featuring performances on Latin American instruments like the marimba, cavaquinho, and Brazilian pandeiro frame drum, along with a string ensemble and songs listeners will recognize from West Side Story and Encanto. This unique program promises to be a memorable one. August's art house film will be shown at 5 p.m. on Monday the 12th. This month's selection is The Three Musketeers Part 1, D'Artagnan. In this French adaptation of the classic story, D'Artagnan arrives in Paris trying to find his attackers after being left for dead, which leads him to a real war where the future of France is at stake. He aligns himself with Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, 3 musketeers of the king. This film is not rated, but contains violence, bloody images, brief nudity, thematic material, sexual references, and smoking. Author Sarah Goodman Confino joins us on Monday, August 12th at 7 p.m. as part of our Speakers at Surfside series. Known for her best-selling books For the Love of Friends, She's Up to No Good, and Don't Forget to Write, she will be discussing her latest release, Behind Every Good Man, followed up by a Q&A and book signing. Books will be available to purchase at the event. Remember to bring a chair or blanket to sit on. A trio of popular authors will join us at Surfside Park on August 17th at 7 p.m. for book talk and conversation. Colleen McKeegan recently debuted with The Wild One, and her next novel, Riptide, which takes place in a fictional town inspired by Stone Harbor, releases on August 13th. Olivia Munter is the co-host of the Bad on Paper podcast, and her best-selling debut, Such a Bad Influence, released on June 4th. Carola Lovering is the author of several bestsellers like Too Good to Be True, Can't Look Away, her latest, Bye Baby, and Tell Me Lies, which was recently adapted for television by Hulu. The trio will delve into themes of friendship, obsession, identity, and resilience as they talk about their creative processes and more. A Q&A and book signing will follow the presentation. Books will be available to purchase at the event. Remember to bring a towel or chair to sit on. Author and University of Delaware professor Dr. Douglas Tallamy will be at Community Hall on August 26th at 7 p.m. to talk about his books, Bringing Nature Home, The Living Landscape, The Nature of Oaks, and Nature's Best Hope, as well as address common questions from readers about the Homegrown National Park Initiative in the hopes of motivating attendees to restore ecosystem function where they live, work, play, worship, and farm. A Q&A and book signing will follow. This event is sponsored in conjunction with the Avalon Environmental Commission. This year, the popular Paper Peddler Trivia Night is moving to a new location. Join the team from the History Center on Tuesday, August 27th at 7 p.m. at the Rockin' Chair Restaurant, located at 2409 Dune Drive here in Avalon. Get a team together and demonstrate your knowledge of Avalon's rich history and culture to try and win a prize. Registration is required and teams must consist of 4 to 6 people. Call 609-967-0090 to sign up. The month wraps up on August 30th at 10 a.m. in Community Hall for a special Family Friday event, Grins and Grins. This family-friendly comedy show will have you laughing so hard you won't even realize what great jugglers they are. That's not all we have going on in July, so make sure to visit www.avalonfreelibrary.org/events for a complete schedule featuring book clubs, kids' craft events, and more. Throughout the month of August, when you buy a Give Back Where It Counts reusable bag at the Acme stores located on Avalon Boulevard in Middle Township and Landis Avenue in Sea Isle City, $1 of the $3 price will be donated to the Avalon and Stone Harbor Elementary Schools. You can learn more about the program at acme.togivelocal.com or in the article we published on afpljournal.com. The Friday nights at Surfside Park family programs will continue in August. The theme on the 2nd will be Frozen Fever, followed by Superheroes on the 9th, Minion Mayhem on the 16th, and Mickey's Magical Showcase on the 23rd. These events all run from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and feature balloon art, face painting, temporary tattoos, trivia, dancing, character shows, picture lines, games, and prizes. Immediately following 3 of these events will be Movies on the Beach, featuring Jaws on the 9th, Kung Fu Panda 4 on the 16th, and Mamma Mia on the 23rd. The Avalon Home and Landowners Association invites current and prospective members to their annual meeting on August 10th in Community Hall. A light breakfast will be served starting at 8:30 a.m., and the meeting will begin at 9. Avalon Mayor John McCorriston will present his State of the Borough address, and Business Administrator Scott Wall and Police Chief Jess Christopher will take part in a Q&A with the mayor. The annual election of new board members will also be held. Head to www.ahloa.com for more information. In an effort to expand public outreach to residents in and around Avalon's flood hazard area, the Borough of Avalon and the New Jersey Coastal Coalition will hold a special meeting on August 15th at 5 p.m. in the Borough Hall meeting room aimed at promoting the importance of flood insurance and educating our community. Experts will be on hand to review your elevation certificate and flood insurance policy to see if you are being rated correctly, so bring those documents along with 2 photos of the exterior of your home. Local insight will be provided by Councilman Sam Weirman, Municipal Engineer Thomas Thornton, and Borough Floodplain Administrator Ed Dean, who can be reached for questions at 609-967-8200. If you cannot attend the meeting, visit www.njcoastalcoalition.com/projects for a list of other meetings throughout our area. This event is being sponsored by the Heist Insurance Company and Risk Reduction Plus. Some of the books coming to the library this month include In Hum by Helen Phillips, a woman must fight for her family's security in a world shaped by global warming and rapid technological progress. Best-selling authors Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child bring back Agent Pendergast for his 22nd adventure, this time to take a final stand against New York's deadliest serial killer, who also happens to be his own ancestor. Jennifer L. Armentrout concludes her popular Flesh and Fire series with Born of Blood and Ash, in which Sarah and Nyktos must race to stop Cullis before he destroys all of the realms. Sure to be one of the month's most popular novels, Jodi Picoult's By Any Other Name follows 2 women centuries apart who are both forced to hide behind false names, one of whom happens to be the real author of Shakespeare's plays. Cork O'Connor is back for book number 20 in Spirit Crossing by William Kent Kruger, which sees a disappearance and a dead body put his family in the crosshairs of a killer. Some of the movies coming to the library this month include It will be a wonderful day on August 27th when Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes arrives at the library. Many years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike. In If, a young girl who goes through a difficult experience begins to see everyone's imaginary friends who have been left behind as their real-life friends have grown up. Furiosa tells the origin story of the renegade warrior before her encounter and team up with Mad Max. After Garfield's unexpected reunion with his long-lost father, Ragged Alley Cat Vic, he and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered lives to join Vic on a risky heist in the Garfield movie. In The Watchers, a young artist gets stranded in an extensive, immaculate forest in Western Ireland where, after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside three strangers, stalked by mysterious creatures each night. That's it for this month. If you have a bit of news or an event that you think we might want to include here, send me an email at sean@avalonfreelibrary.org. Have a happy August, and we'll see you in the library.